You want it?
Damn, boy. But no, we back though with our second.
Ass Mark.
Yeah.
So I ain't know I was gonna show
Bro, we told you we gonna start doing this.
It's an every week
I
thing.
thought it was, I said, yeah, we was gonna start doing it, but
This every week thing, bro. That's why you gotta be ready, bro. That's why you gotta be ready. Okay, so here's my first question for you, bro. What are you going to teach or tell your children when it comes to mental health?
y'all talked about that one already too though.
Last week?
No, just now. Like y'all just talked about it, like
Okay, go ahead.
the lessons we learn every day. Man, we just saying that. That's how I feel like that's like me on their butt. You feel me? Like
Yep.
I'm be on their butt. So it's like that's how I'm gonna teach them. Like
So let me ask you this: are you?
I'm gonna try to make life more easier. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely, bro, because you'll be doing it with this service if you ain't teach them what you learn when you learn.
Hey, so let me ask you this: are you gonna? Because you got two boys. Everybody know you got two boys. You got two boys. You know. So some people don't know you also a military kid. You know what I mean?
I'm the only child.
You only child too. So here it is. Are you gonna also you gonna tell like you gonna also tell, I gotta let people know, bro, cause it's deep. You also gonna tell your boys like they can't cry? You gonna let your boys cry or no? Yes or no?
I don't let them cry now. So, you know, Bree don't even cry like that. I don't let them cry. Yeah, I don't let my son cry, y'all. I just don't. I don't know. Like, it depends. It depends. You know what I'm saying? Like
The situation.
Okay, let me ask you
It
this.
depends.
Do you not let them cry over small and petty stuff
Okay.
opposed to deeper things?
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying? So
like we were just saying, like lessons. I cut you off, like lessons. So I say, for instance, my son will just like show out because he don't get a toy in the stove, but he fall out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, you
tripping.
Come on, nah, I can't let you do that. You feel me?
Right.
So that's how I feel like you gonna. I don't know.
Okay, you got one pick? You got a question? Okay, so let me ask you this. And this I'm getting deep with this one because
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm getting deep with this one. And you probably gonna think this is a funny, stupid question, but what was the last time you saw your mother cry?
My mom.
Yeah.
That is a deep question.
My mama got a big heart too, you know what I'm saying? So when she cries, she cries. She mad, something ain't right.
But when was the last time you saw her cry though? Can you think about it?
I don't know. Like opposed from church, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Opposed from church, yeah.
Opposed from church.
Yeah, because the Holy Ghost will take
You
you.
feel me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We believe in God 100%.
Come on now.
So,
Hallelujah.
man, maybe like my grandma, maybe.
How long ago was that?
My
On
grandma,
Grandma's passing.
or maybe my kids. I don't know. My mama get real, you know what I'm saying? When some, like I said, my mama got a big heart. She deep. She get real. She real. Everybody think
But-
Shaky is big.
See the reason.
She only 5 foot.
Teddy bear, huh?
She a teddy bear, bro, and that's like I can say that because I'm her only son. You know what I'm saying? And she near and dear care about me so much. It be like,
Facts.
Mom,
Facts.
I'm grown now. She be like, you my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I understand when our moms call us our babies. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying, we might have
grown.
another sibling,
Yep.
but we are. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you got a kid. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And that's when we was talking about that one day, a little minute ago. We was talking about it's a whole different ball game when you have a kid.
Yeah.
That love be
Different.
man, you
Different.
like, man, I hope you
Different.
alright. You know what I'm saying? You always think about your kid, so it's like when you release your kid off into the world, I understand why my mama be like, all right, that's my baby. Please don't let none of them out here in this world happen to my
Yeah,
baby.
it's almost like you just hoping that what you instill in your child, you know what I'm saying, will hold true when they out on their own. You know,
Facts.
I never really understood why my mama, you know, felt some type of way or feels some type of way when I come home and then when I leave. Because it's like I'm in the comfort of her. I'm in the comfort of her home, my house. But when I'm out by myself, man, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? She just pray that, you know, my parents pray that we just make the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? We handle our mental health, you know, in the best way possible. Because it's different when you got people around you than when you out on your own. You know what I'm saying? That's you messing with you.
Hey, look though, y'all. Look though. This couch ain't it for this one, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, it's like a little, you feel me, the body.
Bro, sit on this, bro.
We good. We rolling. problem.
We gonna have boomers to this, bro.
I'm a side to side.
But on the real tip, let me ask you this real quick before we move on with the topic. How do you handle your mental health, bro? What are some positive practices and some things that you practice to maintain good mental health? You know, do you talk to people? Do you work out? Do you do your craft, right? Find peace in what you enjoy? Like,
yeah, 100%. Like, now that I'm getting older, you know how you find peace within yourself? You know what I'm saying? You start to find, and what I mean by that, you start to find stuff that you love doing, but it's hard to get that time to do that stuff.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? Or you gotta make time to do that stuff, and it's like, as I got older, like, that's how I did, and I pray, you feel me? Or
Facts.
if you FaceTime me more, you know, because I be on the phone with him all the time, and I be just going, he be like,
bro, you can talk, bro.
He be like, Mark,
I'm just in there chilling.
man, that's just
He
crazy.
do me like that.
And
He
if
call me.
Bro be sitting there, he be like, all right, bro, I gotta call you like later. I'm like, all right, bro, I hang up. Like, I know I didn't talk, bro.
But that's what we need.
Facts.
That's how, you know, like when I told y'all when we first started, like, y'all my brothers, you know what I'm saying? We didn't build this, it's gonna be a year.
Yeah, 2 months later,
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a year.
I was talking about that the other day.
yeah. I had to look. I'm like, man, I'm like, yeah.
We started August. That's next month.
That's right, man.
So, yeah,
It's
like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I deal with my mental health, is communicating with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Even through, if it's little stuff, it's through our verbal text messages or verbal when we talk to each other.
Yeah.
And like, like I said, I pray, talk to y'all, love doing my craft, bro. And then my other happiness is my kids, bro. And that's one thing, bro, like, besides taking care of your business, that's part of, you know what I'm saying, being a father, but it's like that reward, that excitement, that joy, you know what I'm saying, you get to talk to them babies.
Yep.
Like, I don't want no more kids though. I just love my kids.
Yeah,
because,
2
you know what I'm
boys.
saying, they mine. I know my kids bad, don't get me wrong,
There you go.
they be on some crazy
They
stuff.
kids,
But they kids, and that's why I'm here in their life to mold them and make sure they, like you said, when they go out, that them rules that and them lessons that you taught them are instilled in you and can protect them while they out in this world. Because just imagine what it's gonna be like 30 years from now,
Man.
18, 20, bro, and they gonna be like, yeah, come on, pops.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna be like,
You gonna be in the position that your people's in right now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause look how we was, you feel me? We was going. We was ready. Let's run. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, when I'm 30, I gotta do some more sit-ups, push-ups. I'm not gonna get right. So I ain't working out right now. I'm chilling. I'm on vacation, y'all.
I feel it.
Football over, it's a vacation. I'm living life right now.
So I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. What role did sports play when it came to y'all mental health?
Ooh.
You first, Pitt.
Man, bro, sports, football in general, but sports has taught me a lot, bro. You know, it teach you mental toughness. It teach you how to get through those hard times, because one thing that I've learned is you always have to put in the work. So in order to have good mental health and maintain good mental health, you gotta put in the work. And that's with anything. And the moment you quit, it's gonna hurt a whole lot. It's gonna hurt a whole lot more than just going ahead and putting in that work, bro. So having them tough days where you in that funk and you're not mentally wanting to do anything and you want to be lazy, bro, and you just gotta go ahead and grit out that day, right? Sports taught me that, where you in the weight room and you working out and the reps is hard, bro, and practice is hard, but you know you gotta get it done, so you gotta grit it out.
There you go.
That's what that taught me. That's what sports taught me, bro. That right there, what sports taught us, bro, can literally be a whole episode in itself.
Facts.
You know, just because.
Oh, yeah.
Facts,
talk
I
about
can go
that.
on and on about, you feel me? About like just football lessons in general, bro. Like I learned so many lessons in football. It was just crazy. Like football, like you said, that was what that helped me. You know what I'm saying? It was my craft, perfecting my craft, getting away from stuff was so straight to me. It was just like that was my, like you said, your happy place. You know what I'm saying? We used to call it our happy place, and like I could let out my frustration. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was younger, that was my, like I ain't really want to be like getting in trouble at school, so I
Football.
ask anybody.
That's crazy.
Ask anybody. When we was younger, I swear I didn't care. If coach told me to hit you, I'm sorry.
I
You
gotta
my homie.
smack you.
You my homie.
You gotta
Coach
get
should've
this
told
work.
me. You should have put yourself in that.
You gotta get this work.
No, it had to be.
It had to be.
So what's crazy is for me, I ain't gonna cut you off, but what's crazy is for me, like, as we talk about like practices and how we maintain the mental health, you know, An empty football field, bro. Y'all remember the Titans, bro?
Facts.
When Coach Boone walked up on that field and he said, this is my sanctuary.
Yeah.
Bro,
We ain't know
I
that.
went to an empty football field. I can't tell you how many times where I just went and walked around the field, bro,
You can
and sat on the benches on the sideline, bro, and just being quiet.
It's like the smell.
It's a sanctuary for me, bro. That's just sitting there and not doing nothing. It's a
You
sanctuary.
just smell it. You just smell it.
Skiing is a sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? I went to OV too, but it's like I got old memories. At OV, when I go there, I get the little chills. But when I go to the ski,
It's different.
it is a whole type of
different.
feeling. It's like, man, I can conquer the world. Cause I got everything that I need right here. I hit these stairs, every last one of these stairs. I run around this campus mile. I bet you I'll be in better shape than anybody around.
Facts.
If I continue to do this, you know what I'm saying? Same with what you do, you know what I'm saying? But it was just different because that's why I finished at MSD. So that's what, bro, like, that mental health at the ski, that football is a big tradition. So that's what helped a lot of young black men that's in the skiing community, bro. That's what brings us together, and that's why I love to give back, no matter what school. But definitely where I get away, because I know that's where it hit home for me. You know what I'm saying? That I could feel like when I went to that school, bro. I knew a couple of people, but it was like I felt at home. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't I was better than them, that and the third. I had to eat just like the next person.
There you go. There you go, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what really, and once I got to the ski, it felt like a relief. Oh, I'm back right. You feel me? When it wasn't no stress, you know, so I could just play ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I play ball. Boy, if you don't play ball at the ski, it's tight for you.
It's tight.
Ain't gonna talk.
But
That's another segment. I asked Mark, man, my baby gave us some good content.
He always do.
Appreciate you.
Bro got a lot up top. Bro got a lot up top.
Don't sit right here no more, bro.
We were shooting on this house, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would have had a little, shows up a little more up top.
Man.
I was on camera today like this.
So you already asked Mark this question, so I'm gonna ask you. What's some of your how can I put it, healthy techniques, habits, you know, of how you deal with mental health?
I like working out, bro.
Okay.
And, you know, I got like this check-in thing I do on Instagram with a few of my homeboys. It's me,
I've been peeping
my
that.
LB Will,
I've been peeping
my
that.
brother P, TKP, my brother Wood, my brother Carter. We tap and take on. We, you know, every time we work out, we tagging each other on Instagram, just, you know, checking in, right?
Right.
And every time I post something on there, I post something like inspirational, like some motivation, right? Because I don't know who watching, and I don't know, you know, what they're going through, right? But I want to give you something that's food for thought.
There you go.
Right? Monty Williams said something, the coach of the Phoenix Suns. He said something after they lost, game 3? I think after they lost game 3, he said, everything that you want in life is behind hard.
I heard, yep.
Right? So I don't necessarily work out for my physical appearance. I work out to be mentally strong and to work and to find peace in what I enjoy. I enjoy working out, bro. So I'm finding peace in that, and that's what helps with my mental health. You know what I'm saying? Just when I'm frustrated, when I'm irritated, when I'm down, when I'm in a funk, bro, I can't tell you how many times I done got up and just went for a run real quick. Physical activity, you know what I'm saying? Turning them wheels, you know, lifting weights, doing all that stuff, bro, just to relax my mind and put my mind at ease and to get some peace of mind. That's what I use for peace of mind.
Bro, and that's crazy because
That's just one way I handle it. But go ahead.
that is crazy you say that because last week, I had like in the middle of the night, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get up and walk to work. Feel me? Just under 2 miles, 1.9 miles, you feel me? Nice little 30-minute walk. I get that, you feel me, wake up, I go because like you said, that's my peace. That's my time for me to get my mental right. You know, like you said, it's more for my mental than my physical appearance, bro. Because
when you're doing it, you're going to look good.
You're going to look good.
You're going to look good, but it's for that mental sharpening.
There you go. And that peace of mind. And then, you know, it helps me get my day right. Like, you know, I think about everything I need to do. You know, I think about my thoughts. I think about myself. Like, I always tell people at the hospital, my kids at the hospital, like, give yourself time, you know, because people deal with trauma different ways, you know, and you know, some people dedicate their time to the other people, other things, but you the most important piece of the puzzle.
Right.
You feel me?
Right with yourself, then you feel me?
You can't accomplish nothing, you can't do nothing, right? So that's my time for me to check in on how is BJ, how am I doing, what's my thoughts,
Remember we had that episode we talked about who's your team?
Yep.
I talked to my team. What's crazy is, bro, I had to get out of this because I wouldn't talk to nobody about what was going on, and they would just be eating me up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going through all of this stuff, but it was people out there that was willing to be there for me. I just had to be accepting and allow them to be there for me.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to be willing to allow them to be there for me.
Being vulnerable.
So I finally reached out, and I talked to y'all too. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Wood and EP. We got a group chat. Me and my homeboys from high school, we still friends to this day. Tight tail, bro. We call it foundation.
Facts.
You know, we tap in there, and every time we tap in there, it ain't nothing but positivity.
Positivity.
In that chat, bro. And it's almost like when there's some negative stuff going in there, we cut that shit
Cut it out.
because this is not what that chat is for. This is for all positivity, all uplift.
Like that.
So if I need that, that's where I go, and I seek that from my brothers because, you know, at one point in time, you know, it wasn't cool to talk about your problems, to talk about your issues, or you seemed weak when you talked about what was going on in your life. But at the same time, bro, you need that opportunity to get that stuff off your chest and get that stuff off your heart because it's a lot of weight on you.
There you go.
And as soon as, and what happens when stuff is top heavy, it collapses.
Yep.
I don't want to collapse. You know what I'm saying? We can't allow ourselves to collapse. So when we catch ourselves in funks and in depressive states and in moments of anxiety, you know, people got their different ways of handling things, and whatever you do to handle that, do what you got to do. But just prevent yourself from collapsing, because the moment you collapse and the moment you get in that funk, when you can't get out of it, it's so hard to get back into that groove. It's hard to get out the groove, but then once you out of it, it's hard to get back into it.
That routine. You ain't never lied. You ain't
so
never
hard.
lied.
This is like working out. Like I was talking to one of my players, bro. I was working out with him the other day, and he had went through a lot of hard things in the last couple of years, last year or two. You know, I ain't gonna share his business. That's his business. But he had went through some hard stuff, and he's finally getting back in the groove. And when I was telling him yesterday, I was constantly dismotivated, constantly talking to him, and I told him, it's a blessing that you're in this position right now because you figured out how to get out that funk. You figured out how to fight them demons. You figured out how to get back in the groove.
Yep.
But now you see what it's like being out the groove, how hard it is to get back into it. So I told him, don't ever let yourself get out of it, or if you do let yourself get out of it, don't be out of it too long.
There you go.
Because it's so hard to get back into it. And a lot of people get out the groove, or get out their routine, or get so deep down in a mental funk that when they finally get out of it and they try to get back to some normal, to like some normalcy and get back to where they once were, and it's hard, they collapse and they fail and they mentally weak and they go back down to where they just were, and that's the last thing that we want for anybody.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. So we coming to the end for this talk because we gonna have a part two. We're gonna have a part two later because we're gonna have a therapist come in. We're gonna have, you know, so
because like I said, like I mean, you're more educated than I am because you study psychology, and we not professionals.
Not professionals.
This is our opinion on what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? So when we sit here talking and we mumbling over our words, we trying to find the right words. That's just because that's just, you know, we not professionals.
We're not professionals, but then also
speaking our truth, we speaking what we think is.
There you go, and also want people to understand, like, as professionals, we as well deal with mental health. We've encountered things. So, you know, to bring this to an end, you got a positive message or anything, you know, any positivity that you want to lead the people?
Man, I got a million, but I want to say this right here. Something before I get into my positive message that I've done is I've trained my mental to be stronger than my feelings. I've trained my mental to be stronger than my feelings.
How's that going for you?
It's going good because, you know, for example, I work out, I be sore. I get up, I make myself on the discipline to get up in the morning at 6 o'clock to go work out.
There you go.
Physically, and how I feel, I don't want to do it, but mentally, I'm strong, so I overcome that and I fight that.
There you go.
And I still get up and I handle my business and I maintain that discipline.
There you go.
Right? So I just wanted to say that. But for my positive message to our viewers and our supporters out there, like I said it earlier, it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to take a step back from things that you are doing and to recollect yourself. That's important. It's important to unplug.
Yep.
Just go on social media breaks. You know, turning your TV off.
Ooh, I like that.
Just sitting in your own peace.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? Something I like to do. I like to color. I'm a grown ass man, but I get me a dope color book.
And there you go.
I color some shit.
There you go.
Because that's what I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? It gives me peace of mind.
There you go.
So whatever you enjoy doing, find peace in it.
There you
know,
go.
If it's Mark, doing his thing with the camera, he find peace in that. If it's BJ being on the podcast, he find peace in that. If it's me messing around with football, you know what I'm saying, brainstorming on my little project I got going on, I find peace in that stuff. So whatever you find peace in, whatever you enjoy, find peace in it because it's gonna save you.
There you go. I like that. Mark, Mark, you got any words for the people, man, a positive message? Nothing?
Keep grinding.
Facts. That's always good. That's always good.
What I tell you the other day, B.
You sleep, you dead.
You can't stop in the middle.
You can't stop in the middle. You can't stop in the. You got that from Kobe, right? You got that from Kobe. Then he said, and then he said he came with the Monty Williams, and I ain't never seen it. Behind hard. I saw that the next day. But for me, man, I'm gonna be vulnerable right here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, like you said, it's okay to be not okay. It's okay to seek help, man. You feel me? And I'm putting this out there for, the younger generation as well as people our age, man. Like, it was a time where I went through it, and I dabbled in, and it was in high school, bro. I dabbled in, pills a lot because that was my way of dealing with it, and so, hurting myself that way, my body. Because I felt like, it takes away the pain. It numbs you. You don't have to think about it. And just like kids these days, I was just like that back in the day. I dabbled into pills. Of course, we got alcohol, but pills was the main one. But pretty soon you got to get out of that, because at the end of the day, they ain't gonna get you nowhere but in a grave, or it's gonna derail you.
But compressing it for a
Right, so I'm telling you, me as a professional, yes, I've done that, and I'm being vulnerable because we need to make that connection. People need to understand that, kids and people need to understand there's people, that has taken different routes as me in different places, but been through the same thing I've been through. So there's somebody out there that knows what I've been through and I'm going through. So I'm gonna tell y'all, man, seek help. Like my brother said, it's okay to be not okay, man. And get those feelings out. Talk to somebody you trust, as Pitt said, or I'll even go, another step. If you can't find somebody you trust, man, write your feelings down.
Hit us up too.
Hit us up. You feel me? Tap us in. Yes. All damn day. We don't do it, bro. You feel me? When we at work, we still on we still on the social media. We still working. You feel me? We tapped in. I don't care. All of y'all follow us. If you don't, we gonna see it at the end of this episode, man. But hit us up anytime y'all need to talk, man, and y'all need some resources, because we definitely tapped in and we can find it for you. Go ahead, bro.
One more thing before we get up out of there. Also, we can try to close up on this. But the one thing I do want to say is, one day, listen to me. One day you're gonna look up, and whatever you was going through today, it's gonna be gone.
There you go.
You're gonna be in a better place.
There you go.
So that's something that I think about whenever I'm going through something hard. Is that this moment right here is molding me and shaping me for something greater in the future.
Yep.
I'm gonna look back at this moment of hardship, depression, anxiety, and I'm gonna see how I got through it, and I'm gonna be in a position where I'm gonna be thankful for that moment of hardship, because it's put me in a place that I didn't expect to be.
Yep.
And I'm better for it. I'm a better man for it. I'm a better person for it. And now I have an experience that I can share with others.
I like that.
Talk about how I got through my hardships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they can potentially help and motivate somebody else to get through theirs.
There you go.
So whatever position that you're in right now, just know in the future, you're gonna look up one day and it's gonna be gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be in a better space. You're gonna be in a better place. You're gonna be a better person for it.
Yep. On another thing, we sound like the preacher on Sunday. They be like, hey, give me 5, give me 10 more minutes, give me 10 more minutes, give me 10 more minutes. But I gotta say this, man. This is for myself. And right. This is for myself, and this is for my granny, man. Always keep God first. Can't accomplish nothing. You can't do nothing without God. So always keep God first. Here you go. Pray first. Pray first. Always keep God first, man. And you can do anything. So. That's another episode, man.
That's another episode. RP, my OG, man.
RP, OG.
Edward Sanford, baby.
Damn.
1303, Isabella and Ransom, my baby. That's where I grew up. You hear me? R.I.P. my baby. I miss you, Pop.
R.I.P. Fredo, R.I.P. T-West 527, man. We can go on and on all day, but you know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all. That's it. That's it.
Fuck, nigga.